What's up, guys? This is what am I trying to say? Uh, this is Lionheart. I'm live on YouTube now, and I don't do live videos on anymore on Facebook anymore because nobody watches it and nobody cares. But I have decided to do a big video about being fond in a friendship. So most of y'all, I wrote something down this morning at like 4 or 5 in the morning. I woke up and my mind is everywhere, and then my heart starts speaking. I had this thought the other day, and it has to do with somebody that's very special to me in a special way, but not like in a relationship wise, just like in a friendship wise. So I'm going to explain in a friendship of being fond with the person you are friends with. I think I talked about this on Facebook a lot of times, and people just don't get it, and people just don't. They have different thinkings or aspects on it. And me personally, I gratitude the friendship of being fond with somebody or being fond in a friendship on somebody. But as long as I don't engage on my feelings too much, then I won't lose that friendship, you know? A lot of times when we get friends with certain people, we become like very special. Like, not us particularly, we know we're special, but we think that person's special more than we are to them. And that's a way to keep a friendship intact, and that's a way to build trust. That's a way to build honor, because that's a big thing in relationships, that in friendships, that we have to keep. And I wrote something down based on the friend. She's an Aries. I'm just gonna call her my Aries friend. I'm not gonna say her name because that would be disrespectful. She and I, the first day I met her, I really wasn't supposed to talk to her. But then when I got to a certain point in my life, like, there's a bond with her that I share with her. Um, it's almost the familiar, excuse me. There's almost a familiar place that I recognize in that, you know, and I decided to not legally befriends her, but I decided to like be great friends with her, like good friends with her. And point of that, I had feelings for her, which were getting deeper and deeper, you know, and I talked myself out of it. Like, I really talked myself out of it. And I didn't disappear from her, because that would be the wrong thing to do. You would lose your friendship totally from that person, if you illegally disappear from them without saying anything. Hold on, Greg. So what I'm trying to say is that it's, sorry. Sorry. My thing's going off. I'm trying to do a live. Okay. So what I'm trying to say is, like, everything that I felt for it is not totally gone. It's just subdued. I had to shoot him down, because if I gotten too deep with him, I would hinder her. And I told her this. I actually was scared of telling her the part of me that I was feeling, and I haven't told her yet. I didn't tell her how I really felt. I just told her I had like feelings for you that I had to shoot down, and that was it. And she appreciated me for not leaving her behind, and that's what I think people look for in a friendship or in a relationship, because they kind of they build a trust. You build a trust with them that like you're not going to hurt them, or you're not going to like disappear from their life just because you feel some type of way, because that's the wrong thing to do. And I had to learn that the right way. And God was telling me that and God, funny thing is, God was telling me, do not like stall on her, because she was right there, like the other day, and I was trying not to tell her, and I was like, no, I can't do this right now. So part of me loves her, you know. Part of me wants her, but then at the same time, I don't. I just want her friendship. I just want her in her friendship. And we did have kind of a little spring thing going on, like we liked each other somewhat, but I just kind of forget it. I can because for me, I'm just a beast in that area where I can't be that person, and I don't want to be that person. I'd rather be somebody that I can make you proud of, that you're proud of, than just pleasing you in a relationship just to make you happy. So I can make you smile in a friendship than smile in a relationship. I don't believe in that. So anyways, moving on to what I was saying. So that happened. By then, it took a long time for me to wake up and get myself out of the depression mode, because I was depressed, and it made me a person like, damn, I'm really that kind of a monster. And it took me a while to fess up to her and say, I'm sorry for this. And she's like, I understand. So that's the thing. I mean, if you're friends with someone you're pretty fond with, like 7 out of 10, you're not going to be having a relationship out of fondness, period. I'm not going to, well, I mean, for me, why chase something that isn't there and you don't want it to be there, and you're kind of thinking like, this was wrong. So I didn't want that for her. I literally just wanted to have a day, or not have a day, crap, not have a day, but just have a day where I personally really gracefully and grateful, where I feel grateful for her. And she's kind of like, she's not a girlfriend, but she is a girl. She is a friend that I trust deeply, and I'm pretty fond of her. And being fond, there's nothing wrong with being fond with people. There's nothing wrong with feeling some type of way, but there is something wrong when you're doing it the wrong way. You know, you're putting yourself in a hole, and like you're putting yourself digging a hole and trying to make things a rush, I would say. But being fond is just a neutral side of being somewhat in love, but not all the way in love with that person. I mean, you would do things for her, but then being fond is just being somewhat in love with that person neutrally, neutrally and mutually, not to where the point you are like you wear your heart on your sleeve too much. So that's what I did. I mean, I wrote that because basically it basically says you can have feelings for a person, but just make sure you just don't have it all the way. And that's okay. I'm cool with that. I'm grateful with that. And you can be fond with anybody else. Being fond is better than being hopeful in a relationship towards like finding a relationship. Because there's no hope for me for a relationship. Up there, that's the only hope I got with Jesus, is the relationship. And probably this woman, I'm not going to say her name, my lady friend, she does understand me a little bit, to the point where I tell her, like, certain things of myself I give away, and then certain things I don't want to give away. Like, but I will not tell her this part because one of these days it's gonna be a person. It's gonna be hard, and it still is hard. And being fine with a person is gonna be hard, as it is having feelings and having this un this natural feeling of love for a person like you feel. But this feeling I have in this friendship, it's it's way better. So it's way better. And a lot of people don't understand that. And I get it. I get it a whole bunch. And you don't have to say a word. You don't have to minimize your time with that. You just have to worry about what's going on with that piece and what's going on with everything, you know, and that's hard to do. It's very hard to do, and it's very frustrating too. And I'm good with that with her, and I'm always good with her. And I've been sitting here thinking about doing a live video on Facebook about it, but I was just like, I'd rather do live videos on YouTube and just sharing on my music live page and get people to understand what it means to be this way and why my subconsciousness is so bearable. And I'm fine with another person, but she's understandable too, because there's a lot of sides of me that I look at, and it's like me talking to me myself. So, I mean, you know, you can be fond and you can have feelings for a person. I mean, there's some friendships you're fond in, and there's some friendships you have feelings for, and that's normal. Yeah, and I'm human, I know, but I'm not human. I don't consider myself being that way. I have a divine perception in me that is always there, and it's been there for a while, and I'm starting to realize that. But anyways, besides the point, just be special in your friendship. Being fond is being okay with it, and learn to accept it in a way you can accept it. Don't rush into somebody's life just to have a relationship. Just be a friend. Just be friends with that person. And if you're fond with them, tell them. Say, hey, I'm this way with you, and I know how you feel about it, but I just want you to let you know that. So be fond with that person. I know I am, because every day I try to run away from it, and I try to talk myself out of it, and it's hard to talk yourself out of it. So that's the way I have to be. But I want to pinpoint this. Just be friends with a person and be fond with them. There's the bus, school bus. And it's okay to be that way. It's never okay to not accept it. Just accept it. Fondness is better than feelings. You can have feelings, but be fond and be careful with it. Alrighty, I am off of here. I'm glad you took the time to know what I was feeling, what I was trying to say. This is Lionheart. I will really be sharing this on my music page the most, so people can get a good look of an understanding of what I'm trying to say. So I want to say much love and peace. Bye, guys.